Hi, boys and girls. We are going to do lesson 7-6 today. Okay. The title of the lesson is a hierarchy of quadrilaterals. Okay. Let's talk about this word right here. Quadrilaterals is a shape with four sides. And the way I remember it is QUAD, quad. A quad has four wheels. A quad has four letters in it. So a four-sided shape. Okay. Let's get started. Okay, mental math and fluency, something very simple. What I typed here for you guys to do is I want you to, whether it's on a piece of paper or on your connected screen, I want you to list as many polygons as you can in the space below. Remember, polygons are shapes, okay, where all ends meet and they are closed in. Okay, so feel free to pause the video and type in your response or write it down on a piece of paper. Okay, going back, let's take a look at our math message today. Okay, let's listen.
Math message. Cut out the quadrilateral cards. Then work with a partner to complete the problems on the next screen.
Okay, so we don't have cards, okay, to cut out unless you do have your journals and you're able to rip them out in the back, then that's great. Okay, but we're going to move to screen 2. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to find one shape, and I'm going to show you where you could pull them up on your computer, okay? And then if you want, you can, since we don't know the letters of the cards, if you don't have them accessible, you can just kind of try to find a shape that matches the description. So if you go to your activity kit and go to toolkit, another page is going to open up. Okay, you're going to click Tools. You are going to go to Pattern Blocks. Okay, and you have all your shapes down here that you can pull up. Okay, again, they're not the cards that are in the journal, but if we go back to our math message and we see a trapezoid is a quadrilateral that has at least one pair of parallel sides. Okay, if you want, you can draw the shape that you think matches the definition on another piece of paper, or you could type it in down here, okay? And you could just use your toolkit as a reference. Okay, going back to activity 3. Okay, if you have your journal, it's going to be on page 251, and then you're just going to kind of use the drop down to fill in these sentences. So let's see. From the hierarchy, you can tell that all trapezoids are quadrilaterals. Now, if you go back to your toolkit, you'll see a trapezoid is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides, okay? But not all quadrilaterals are trapezoids. Use the hierarchy to write 2 other statements like this. Okay, I'm just going to pause because I want to go over what a hierarchy is, okay, in case there is some confusion on that. So I pulled this up here, and I'm going to make my screen bigger so we can look at this one right here. Meet the polygon family. Okay, so a hierarchy, it's kind of just like a graphic organizer of shapes. Okay, we're at the top. This would be polygons, and then you could break it down into categories and then subcategories. Okay, so for this lesson, we're focusing on quadrilaterals. As you see, a quadrilateral is a category and can be broken down to a square, trapezoid, diamond, kite, rectangle. Okay, and then if we go back, okay, you can see that letter A says all blank are blank, but not all blank are blank, okay? So from the example, all trapezoids are quadrilaterals because they have 2 sides, but not all quadrilaterals are trapezoids. So to explain that, okay, let's look at our trapezoid here. Yes, it is a quadrilateral, but what you notice about a trapezoid, it only has 1 pair of parallel sides, okay? So not all quadrilaterals are trapezoids because, going back, yes, this is a quadrilateral, which is a square, but it has two sides that are parallel. Okay, so the difference lies into how many sides are parallel. Okay, so you could just fill this in to make your own sentences. Okay, so let's look at screen 2. The relationship shown in the hierarchy also helps you think about its properties. Okay, for example, all parallelograms have two pairs of parallel sides, what we just talked about, and all rectangles are parallelograms. Go back to your toolkit. If you see a rectangle, which is not on here, so I am going to draw it. Okay, this side is parallel, and then this side is parallel. So two sides opposite are parallel. Okay, so using the hierarchy on journal page 251 to help you complete this statement. All kites have two equal pairs of equal length sides that are next to each other, and all rhombuses are kites. So all rhombuses are blank. So I want you to think of that. If all kites have two pairs of equal length sides that are next to each other, and all rhombuses are kites, all rhombuses are blank. Okay, so think and look at the properties, okay, to help you think what you could use to complete this statement. Okay. Activity 4. Okay, so activity 4 is just something different. It's going back to area, okay, and you have a few different problems on here that you can solve, and I'm going to do the first one with you. Okay, so this lesson does jump around a little bit, but just to review, area equals length times width. Okay, so the bulletin board in Shane's classroom is 3 1/4 feet by 4.5 feet. What is the area of the bulletin board? So all you would do is take the length, take the width, okay, multiply them together, put your number sentence here, your answer there, and remember when you do area, you have to put your unit followed by squared. Okay, and you could go through and complete the rest of the questions there. When you are done, you could complete your math boxes for activity 5, and there's also 7-6 home link. Okay, we hope all is well, and we look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thanks.